You remember one of the deputy sheriff's name was Pamela Porter?
No, sir, I don't remember any names from that day. Well, other than detective knowledge, but other than that, no, sir.
Did you ask that female deputy if you were still being entitled to reward if that's the baby and she's dead?
I might have, I honestly don't remember.
Did you also tell Deputy Porter that you wanted to keep it quiet so your ex-wife wouldn't find out about the money?
I might have said that jokingly.
Did you talk with Pamela Porter about why the sheriff's department had not done anything when you had called before in August?
I probably did because I was still upset about that time.
You were upset still in December about them not doing anything in August?
I just simply tried to do the right thing, and for my efforts to try and help and be a good citizen, I basically got chewed out for half an hour and was just called horrendous things, and yeah, I was still pretty pissed off by that.
You were angry with the sheriff's department?
No, I'll never be angry with the sheriff's department. It wasn't their responsibility. One person doesn't do, make a whole department, sir.
You were just in general anger because nobody believed you about finding the skull in August.
Asking for speculation as to what another person did or didn't.
Were you angry, sir, that you apparently were not believed?
No, sir.
You remember talking to, in fact, your supervisor, Alex Roberts, on
Yes,
that
sir.
day?
Excuse me, yes, sir.
Did you talk to him about the fact you were going to get a reward?
I think we were jokingly talking about it, but it wasn't serious at that time.
Did the joke include talking about having won the lotto?
I can't remember if that was said or if it was said that I should play the lotto that day.
And did you also tell him that you didn't want your ex-wife to find out about the money?
Alex was aware of the problems that I was having with my ex-wife, and so, yeah, probably.
And on that particular day, by the way, you had not read any meters in the neighborhood?
In that part of in that neighborhood, no, sir.
You just went straight to the site where the remains were found?
No, I went into the woods to relieve myself.
Do you remember talking also to the detectives about the issue of the reward that you were looking for?
We were discussing the crime line tip, sir. We weren't talking about the other one, sir.
Okay. You were joking, you say, with Alex Roberts and the others about finding this body?
No, we were joking about the money, sir. I never joked about finding the body, sir. That's not what I said.
And is that after the discovery, the time that you and Mr. Dean or others were arguing about whose idea it was first?
Once again, sir, you've completely lost me. Are we discussing August or are we discussing December?
No, I'm talking now about after the body's been found. Did you have any I told you so conversations.
No, sir.
Okay. And since you raised it going back to August 11th, Mr. Dean, were you real clear with him that you said you found a skull in there?
I told him when I saw something that appeared to be that.
Did you all have a conversation about that would be a good place to dump a body?
I believe so.
Did you tell Mr. Dean that that'd be a good place to dump a body and nobody would smell it? Words to that effect?
Words to that effect.
And in August, when you first found the body, the whole area was dry enough to walk around in, was it? The area where you went?
I never discovered a body in August. And no, I stated before and I state again that in August it was in water.
Was it dry enough for you to walk around there and not get wet anything?
When?
In August?
No, sir. I never walked in that area, sir.
Where you found the skull?
No, sir.
Did you, I mean, I think I'm understanding. You're telling me now that you completely deny making a phone call to your son at all in November?
My son was mistaken about that phone call. That phone call never happened.
You deny, I've already asked you this, and so this is predicate. You deny the call, deny telling him that you're going to be on TV, and further saying it would be tomorrow?
No, sir. What I told him is I called him on December 11th. And I told him on December 11th that I had found something and that if he looked on television that night, he'd be able to see me for the first time since he was 8 years old. I never denied making that phone call, sir.
Do you remember also talking to Kethlin, I think it's Kethlin, Kutcher, Cutcher, from the Sheriff's Department?
Name doesn't ring a bell, sir.
You don't remember any conversation at all with that person?
I told you I don't remember the name, sir.
You say there was a woman there, though, with Deputy King.
Yes. Yeah, I alluded to that earlier, sir.
You remember talking with Deputy Melich about your whole history in August of what you did when you went to the bathroom and what you found and so forth? Did you ever talk to him later about that, Detective Melich?
Well, I never technically found anything. I saw something that looked like a skull. You're making it sound like I was standing over top of it. That never happened.
Well, this is the same skull you told us a little while ago that you were 100% certain was a skull.
Right, but I also said I did not know what it was made of because I never got any closer to it in August than maybe, as you said, on the 13th of 8 feet. I never stood over top of that, sir.
Were you instructed by anybody to not talk about the August reports and findings?
No, sir.